Hey there, welcome to the Lumiere channel. Welcome to your weekly guidance for the week ahead. For this weekly guidance, we're going to be using the spirit animal oracle deck. We're going to be seeing what animal is guiding us this week, which animal we're following, which animal we're meant to embody and tap into, and what message that animal has for us specifically. So we're going to be doing 2 piles. Yep. I see a repeat pile coming up, but that's all right. So this is pile 1, pile 2. Which animal, spirit animal, has your message? Okay. So if you picked pile 1, your message is brought to you by Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. So when I think of the rabbit spirit, immediately I go eat like a rabbit. So if you're thinking of this week being like an eating green week, eating clean, that's a good sign for you. It might help push you into something that you are wanting to do, or something you're wanting to fit in, or something you're wanting to accomplish. If you're thinking of having like a meditative week, a spiritual week, this might be a good one as well. If you're trying to achieve something health-wise, definitely in the short term, I feel like it would help, but also something that you start in the short term might be helpful for you in the long term. For those of you who are looking to have children in some way, there might be something this week that you're advised to do to help you on that path. So if you're a male and you're wanting to have children one day, I don't know what males do to have kids. Maybe you might find out some information about how you can, increase your chances of having more fertile sperm, whether it's what you eat, how you move, or spending more time with the kids around you. This could be your nephews, your nieces, random children. If you're thinking about it's something to do with children and being a carer. If you're a female, females, this is a lot. Checking your reproductive system, making sure that things are in check, checking your cycles, going and setting your appointments, having your pap smears done, just checking your general health, and also like your mindset around caring. You might be invited to, male or female or whomever, you might be invited to spend some time with children, and that might be something that's helpful. You might be invited to be a carer, that might be helpful. If you have an opportunity for fun this week, that also might be helpful for you to get in touch with that inner child of yours. This says now is a lucky time. There's something about this week that Spirit is guiding you to embody this spirit of even counting your blessings. For some of you, I just heard a sunny meadow calls, and Rabbit Spirit appears to lead you out of your dark warren, and into the light, so that you can participate in a fertile and beautiful experience. It may seem safe below ground, but the magic happens when you come out and take the risk of being vulnerable and co-creating something new. You're being invited into a new life that you have no experience with, but have no fear. Today is also a time to be fruitful and productive as you enjoy Rabbit Spirit's sunny and prolific energy. Absolutely, like real good work week. The Energizer Bunny is coming to mind, like working hard, working fast. For those of you who might be meeting someone new in love, this is sort of an energy of someone who maybe you guys are having a lot of physical relations. Have at it. But yeah, there's lots of like work here. This might be a very good, productive, and like fertile, prolific week to do certain things. So if you've been preparing yourself, if you've been getting inklings to do certain things because you have a lot of energy, do them, because it might be setting you up for something that's coming. At this time, whatever you intend to bring to life will find fertile ground. There are no mistakes, really, when you are co-creating with spirit. So let new ideas spring to the surface, knowing that now is a lucky time of tremendous possibility. So that's good. I feel like there's a reinvigorating energy this week, which is interesting considering the planetary alignments at this particular point in time that I'm filming this. But it might seem like depending on when you're watching this, the planetary alignments might be helpful, or if the planetary alignments are not favorable, it's like you have something in your system or your life that's not conforming to the unfavorable planetary like setup. Like whatever it is actually helping you. Like whatever this is, it's either whatever it is, you're being helped. Like this is a good time for you to do, to enjoy, to plant, to sow, to harvest. Not maybe harvest, but to get in the mix of things. Okay. If you'd like to continue the reading, you can, because this might still be your message. But I'm gonna go into this pile now. As I'm transitioning here, I'm hearing the song Baby There's a Shark in the Water. Baby, there's a shark in the water. There's something underneath my bed. Oh, please believe I said so. And I know what this card is. It's snake. And snakes eat babies. Okay? Snakes eat little eggs. They're a predator for this. But if you didn't feel called to this, don't worry about it. I'll see you in the comments and see you in the next reading as well. Keep your light on and good luck. Hey there, pile 2. You have the snake spirit in protection, card number 55. There's, it talks about a time to heal. I feel like there's a delay in change that you want and it's getting under your skin. I feel like there's something that you've been waiting for, something that you've been hoping for, just something. Maybe some type of deception, maybe some type of truth, some type of shedding, some type of healing even for some of you that you've been waiting for, this change that you've been moving towards. But it's not happening as fast as you would have wanted it to, or like maybe you have a breakthrough moment and then you go back to being and feeling some type of way. So I feel like with this, what I'm getting for you, my friends, is the change is just taking a slower time than you would like. So let's go ahead and read what the guidebook has to say about this particular energy, because it's quite it's giving me intuitive hits of like, hey Luce, acknowledge what they're going through right now, acknowledge what they've been moving through and how thirsty they are to shed the skin, to move to the next level, to start afresh, knowing what they know and having what they have gained and acquired. There's some frustration to this. And if that's something that you've been feeling, Spirit is definitely here saying like, yeah, we feel you. We feel you. And your guidance is as follows. No matter how much you may have lost or how you have been disappointed. It's like peak rush hour right now, where I'm at. No matter how much you may have lost or how you have been disappointed, you are called by Snake Spirit to shed the past and practice radical self-acceptance now. Only by forgiving yourself can you move on, regardless of whether anyone else is ready for healing. When your tender new skin first becomes exposed, you may feel uncomfortable. Love yourself and remain vulnerable anyway. You have been weak, but now you are becoming strong and developing wisdom, and you will do better in the future. Snake Spirit reminds you that hearts can be easily wounded. Apologies and amends go a long way. Self-forgiveness for your role in what happened can help heal you. Remember, It is the one who has been wounded who often has the greatest power to help others heal. What I'm getting for you is perhaps the thing that you're waiting for is, an apology, something to fix the wounding or to attend to the wounding or to acknowledge the wounding that has happened between you and another, between you and society, between you and the law, between you and something. And it's so frustrating because you want to hold on to this. That's something that I was getting, but I didn't say in the beginning, because I don't think you want to hold on to this, but there's some part of it that you want to hold on to. With the skin, the shedding of this snake, I feel like you're shedding, okay? You're shedding a skin. I want to say you're shedding it sooner than you thought you would. And that's very uncomfortable. But you know you need to shed it. You know you're shedding it, but it's not happening as fast as you would like it to happen. It's not shedding as fast as you would like to. You just want to get it off. You just want to move on. But a part of you is also still holding on to the skin. Either because it's not ready to be shed, or it's not at the point where it needs to be shed, or you're consciously holding on to it because what if I still need it? What if I can still hold on to this because it's not done yet, because it's not over yet, because it's not the end yet. What if I still need this because I'm about to keep going through a rough patch? Like, I don't want to go through something rough with fresh skin. What if I still need this? Maybe I do still want this. And so that's an energy here of it's tough. If I'm speaking to someone specific here, it's tough. It's really tough when you want to move on, but you also have fingers holding on to what it is that you want to move on from. It's difficult. And Spirit is saying, yes. Spirit is saying, we see you. Spirit is saying, radically accepting where you're at in whatever this thing is. That's radically accepting all of your emotions, all of your feels, all of your mental state, and embracing it in the moments that it's there, but then also giving yourself the grace to embrace the other emotions when it's their turn to come and play with you. This sounds a bit tough, just because I feel like the people who are moving through this are going through this either, in a romantic relationship, in a familiar relationship, a platonic one, maybe just a state of like relationships in general, maybe with your finances, wondering if you should leave this career or leave this job, and you want to leave it, but you also know that you still need it. Maybe you do still need it. Maybe you need to save more. Maybe you can't, leave this yet. Holding on to a home, holding on to a client, an event, just holding on to something that you feel like, well, maybe if something changes, maybe something will shift and I still need this, just that kind of energy there, whether it's upper level cognitive or just, lower, just subconscious, deep in your psyche. The message talks about forgiving yourself so you can move on, regardless of whether anyone else is ready. And I feel like in the situations where you want to move on, but a part of you still has hope, really. That's what it is. Hope being the thing that dies last. That part of you, they're both part of you, And so I feel like forgiving yourself for having the hope, forgiving yourself for dilly-dallying, forgiving yourself for wanting to move forward and fuck everything. Okay, wanting to by virtue of just being in this position, forgiveness and acceptance, like radical acceptance of who you are and you being a person and you having all those feelings that you have in you. The guidebook says, love yourself and remain vulnerable anyway. And that's going to be tough. Reading that was actually tough. This passage was tough. This message is for someone who's really moving through maybe life phases, work phases, like life, just, stuff where I don't know if I should do this or not. Even maybe taking a chance on something. I don't know if I should commit to this gym membership or this trainer, or this program for school, or whatever, an abroad thing, or I don't know. It's just something that it is there's an instance here of someone holding on to something, whether they want to or not. So self-forgive, and know that this moment will be turned into something valuable in the future for yourself. So show yourself some grace for it, because I think in hindsight, when you do move from this situation, which you will have to make a decision, whether that be consciously or subconsciously. When that decision has been made and you're looking back at this maybe years in the future, I think showing yourself grace and showing this past self understanding is going to be helpful. So showing that to yourself now, and just really being present to yourself in your healing journey, is what Spirit is guiding you to do this week, okay? Or in this moment, or in the coming days. So I would urge you to also watch this other pile if this is something that feels like it might be something for you as well. This was supposed to be a one-off, but it became two split energies. So perhaps both of these needed to breathe in their own spaces. I do feel like they are connected, but that's up to you for Spirit to tell you which one you really needed to hear, or if you need to hear the other one as well. All right? I wish you everything. Keep your light on. Good luck, and I will see you next time. All right? Bye-bye.